Okay, so vlog number one. I'm super excited for this project to meet my partner, understand where she's from and what education is like for her and her culture. So I'm just gonna get started with my cultural background is like. Just bear with me. I'm a little sick. I might have to take a few water breaks, but okay. So in my school district, my town, it's super competitive. Kids are always trying to do better than the person next to them, which isn't a bad thing. It always pushed me to try my hardest. But it was just super competitive. Um, it was a different learning experience than I think a lot of kids go through, just because we were a blue ribbon school, so my parents pushed me super hard. It was definitely really stressful at times, but I appreciate all that I was given and all the opportunities that I have, especially because of my background. So, on my mom's side, both of her parents, so my grandparents, they met in Cuba, excuse me. So, they met in Cuba when they were in first grade and ended up getting married in Cuba and moved to the United States when they were 18 years old. They put themselves through school when they came to the United States. It was super hard for them. They didn't have any money. They barely knew any English, and they just really pushed themselves to get through school no matter how hard it was. They ended up starting their own engineering company, which was super successful. So, because of that, it always pushed everyone in my family to look at all their success and how they came to their success and just put it towards our success. And if they could do all of that with how little they had, then with all these opportunities that we're given, it's just really important that we do well and do well in their name, especially because they always, my grandma, my grandpa, they always try to help us as much as they can and give us all these opportunities because they want us to do just as well as they did, which is just super cool to me. It's really interesting to learn more about what life was like in Cuba for them, um, and how life was just different for them and how much different it is for me now, which is very cool. So because of my background and how not only my mom was raised, but how my grandparents were raised too, I just think it's very important for everyone in my family to try their hardest, and we didn't have much handed to us. So I think for other people, they might have had more opportunities and more things given to them, which is never a bad thing. It's all, when it comes to education, it's just a different way of learning, which is super cool, and I'm excited to see how other people learn. So, my partner for this project, her name is Hannah. She is from the United Arab Emirates, and she just moved here actually 2 years ago to the United States. She moved here because her mother was seeking better medical treatment, and her parents also wanted to give her a better educational experience and just a better way of life. Excuse me. So she says, Hannah says that her parents were always super strict with her about her grades. They always wanted her to try her hardest, learn everything that she could, um, learn all the English that she could because they knew that they were going to come here eventually. So she's super excited to be here. And I'm super excited to learn about what her culture is like and all her education and what it's like to be a student in the United Arabs. So for our first interaction, we're going to meet up and we're going to talk about our experiences in high school, what we did, show each other pictures. Um, we're just going to get to know each other, our past selves, and now our college selves, which is super cool. I'm excited to see what high school was like where she was from, and I'm hoping she's excited to see what high school was like where I was from because I know it's going to be super different and it's going to be really cool to see. And so our second interaction, we're gonna do our best. It's gonna be a little hard to make elaborate meals in a dorm room, but I'm gonna try to cook her a Cuban meal or a Cuban snack, and she's gonna cook me something from her culture. which is I'm always super excited to try new foods, try different cultural foods, and I hope she's excited to try some Cuban food. I'm not sure what I'm going to make yet, but I'm super excited to experiment with different foods and figure out something good to eat. Yeah. So, just super excited for this project to learn more about Hannah, and I hope she's excited to learn more about me. Yep. Thank you.